Hi, welcome to OkayBoots Tarot. I'll be your intuitive reader at this time. I just want to clarify a little bit about what I do. I'm going to be doing Cancer reading today. I did a little bit of a meditative session prior, so I got kind of an idea of what you guys are dealing with, only slightly, since I'm not you. Shy on camera, so work with me. I have Oracle cards, and I have Tarot cards, and Lenormand, and a few other decks that I'm familiar with. I'm also an intuitive reader, so the cards may mean one thing, but to me they made something else. This may be for your story, this may not. This is for December, but it's not time stamped on a date. So if you get to this reading and it comes to you at a different time, then take it or leave it. But I'm reading right now about Cancer. So we'll start with, let's start with a chakra card. So, like I said, this is a new channel. I'm going to do my best to start being proactive on it. I have been, by my spirit guides personally, I've been told to start this channel it's been about a year now. And I'm just shy on camera, so bear with me. Eventually I'll get better. I'm going to start with doing the 12 zodiacs for December. If I can get that done, then I'm going to continue onward. So for December, for Cancer, can you show me some chakra cards that will be prevalent for Cancer for December 2020? Please show me what Cancer should be aware of for themselves for 2020. Show me. I also am going, all of the details below will be on my channel links, so as I get better at this computer, social media, this platform, I will give more of an introduction and I will tell you more about myself, but just bear with me on these first 12 videos that I get out. Okay, please show me for Cancer. Okay, so the first card out here, we have the 6th chakra, which is the third eye chakra, and what you will be focusing on is inner knowing come December. Trusting your inner peace, creating more moments within yourself for silence, remembering to stay grateful, have gratitude for things going on in your life. Something else that will be going on is the 4th chakra. The 4th chakra, which is the heart chakra, is you need to radiate warmth and sincerity. So considering the fact that you're going to be going into something where it's going to be difficult to remember to be sincere or warm in situations that might be pressing your inner knowing or your natural mannerism. Just be prepared for people pushing your button. It's funny because the next one that you'll be struggling with as well is the 5th chakra, the throat chakra. Expressing my feelings. So another thing is letting unconditional love talk through your heart, express your voice, your creativity, let people close to you, and let you know how much you care for them. So those 3 are something you're going to need to be aware of. So it's clear that you're going to be dealing with somebody else. So because of that, we're coming straight into that. Let me look for your other person as well. So please show me for Cancer for December what they'll be dealing with, or what their other person will be dealing with as it pertains to this reading. Oh, those are quick. Okay, so the first one out is selflessness. For your other person will be dealing with selflessness. Whoever this is, romantic, business, platonic, anything. The next one is independence, and it's in reverse. So it's telling me this person will be dependent on you. So it, to me, and then truthfulness came out in reverse right away, and then I accidentally flipped it upwards. So it could be a back and forth between being honest. So the person might not be truthful or honest with themselves. You're going to deal with somebody that's going to not be able to put their heart into things or their service into things, or will seek out ways to get more service out of you, and be more dependent on you, and will not, it doesn't look like they're going to be entirely truthful. So this is who you're dealing with. So let's go look at this, and then let's look at, let's look at let's look at the spirit animal. This deck. Like I said, all my links will be below, but I'm going to do some cards on you for the spirit animal, just so we can kind of get an idea. So let's show me for Cancer, please. Please show me for Cancer that pertains to this reading for December 2020 for what's coming up. Please show me for Cancer. So I looked at a lot of the astrology just right before I got on here to do this, and it looks like Cancer, I don't know why, but it seems like Cancers always have a harder time in Scorpio season than most, which is really weird because I know that they're a water sign and they're kind of like cousins, but I feel like Cancers are always, maybe it's just the deep dive of the Scorpio, but I feel like you guys are always dealing with something emotional when it comes to that Scorpio season. Please show me. Alright, they're ready. Please show me for Cancer what they're dealing with. Woo! Alrighty. Okay, so it looks like you're dealing with something that's been long-standing. So the first thing we get out here is the whale. The whale talks to me a lot about moving slowly, moving into a direction of longevity. It's generational. It can be generational curses. It can be generational culture, mental perception, anything. It's something that you've been dealing with for a very long time. Generally speaking, this deals with long. It has a word of long that comes with it. Now this looks to me like you're diving back into emotional waters of something that's already been long on. So you've already been dealing with it for quite a while now. Another thing that we have is here is the stingray, and we got it in reverse. The first thing that I noticed was the chakras that came out of the back, which is like the Kundalini rising of the stingray, and it's in reverse. So it looks to me like, if we're going to go back up to the chakras, it looks to me like you have an inner knowing of longevity or what you've been getting into for a while. And it's a sting ray, which means that there is a sting on the end of the ray. Looks to me like you already know what you're walking into regarding either a romantic relationship or a partnership or a platonic friendship. We also got the bee here, which talks to me a lot about working hard to get some amount of honey or nectar to continue on for whatever you're doing. But the bee also talks about stinging, and it talks about how life can be sweet but can also sting. So to me, it looks like you're walking into an endeavor that you have already walked into before. Just as the whale's longevity, the stingray's Kundalini is aware. He's enlightened by his spine. You already kind of know what you're walking into, but you're going to walk into it anyway, because the bee shows me that it's going to sting, possibly. So you're off to a kind of rough start. Let's take a look. Let's get into the tarot here, and let's see what we can find for you in the tarot. Okay, let me see which deck. Okay, we'll do it the Rider-Waite. Okay, please show me for Cancer for December for 2020 for what pertains to Cancer for this spread. Show me what's coming up for Cancer. And like I said, this reading isn't going to be for everybody. It's going to be for maybe some people that are, looking at this. If it doesn't pertain to you, then I'm sorry. Maybe I'll catch you in the next month. I hope I catch you in the next, collective reading, whatever it is. Just start manifesting a reading for me to do for you, and eventually it will be for you, I promise. Alright. Cancer. Please show me what we can get for Cancer for December, what we can give them a heads up about. Please show me what's going to happen for Cancer. And it looks like this other person. But let's focus on Cancer right now. Please show me for Cancer. Show me for Cancer. Oh. Alrighty. Alright, so right off the bat. Oh dear, right off the bat. Alright. So Cancer, right off the bat, you're going into December with the Eight of Swords in reverse and the Moon. So you are walking into December with already knowing an illusion that you put themselves in. So this is the Eight of Swords. This talks about communication that is withheld. It would be not expressing the throat chakra. It would be a lack of creativity. It would be holding you back. And then we got here the Moon, which talks about the illusion. So the illusion of suppressing your feelings is actually just the illusion of that. There might be a situation where you must feel like you can't come out, but the Moon card is pertaining to you. That is your card, also Cancer. So you're showing up here right away. So this is you. You're showing up here right right away. And it looks like you got somebody else here showing up right away too. So we have the Nine of Swords right off the bat and the King of Cups. The Nine of Swords here talks about a situation that, pardon my nails, guys, a situation that you're in that you're having anxiety about or you're thinking heavily about, and it's regarding a King of Cups. So King of Cups can generally be a caring or great individual, emotional individual, a family person, somebody that can control their emotions in most situations. But you have anxiety about this person. So let's take a little bit more of a look into it. So it looks to me like you have been expressing. So right off the bat, right after that, it looks to me. So the Page of Cups here talks about giving a cup full of fish, or giving a cup full of emotion, or giving a cup full of gratitude or attention. And it's to somebody that you thought worthy. It's just somebody that you have a connection with. It's that Whale card again that talks about like longevity of your relationship. Sorry, I don't know if that's focusing. There we go. Sorry, guys. Bad nails. I live on a farm, so deal with me. So this talks about giving your affection to somebody. And guys, this is really straight to the point. You've been giving your affection to somebody that you thought of as, or you've been fond of their memories, or you thought of as a romantic partner, or like a soulmate, or could have been a karmic cycle, could be, I don't know. We'll go into that. We're gonna go further into that to look at it. But ultimately it looks like you've been giving it in reverse, or they have not actually been obtaining it or grabbing the cup to receive it, because ultimately you're in a place of healing. But it doesn't look like that's so bad. It looks like the universe is saying it's time to heal. It's time to heal so that you can have it all. This is the card that talks about healing. So this is a card that talks about being in a position that you need to heal. You have gone through it. It looks like you already know what the right answer is. But guys, you guys remember, I'm filming this right now, and it's November for December. So it's looking to me like right now you might, in November or past when you see this video, that you're in a relationship or you've been thinking about somebody. And this is the second week of November. So it looks to me like you're in a union with them right now, and it's showing what it's going to look like December. It looks like you've been wanting to be in a place of working towards it together, but for some reason it's definitely not looking like it's in the... Okay, so ultimately they're telling me that this isn't going to work out because it's binding you in a position where you're lacking your foundation. It's toxic in some way where you're lacking your intuition in it. You've been doing it for too long. So this November, as you're dealing with it, last November, as you watch this video, November 2020, as this is happening, your intuition is telling you this is binding. This isn't good for you. This isn't healthy for you. This person lacks truth. This person lacks independence. This person lacks selflessness, gratitude, and yet you're still within it. So, I mean, let's just break it down. Let's just get straight into it. And on the top card you have Five of Cups, Eight of Cups, Queen of Wands. All right. So on top we've got a cluster that looks like, first here out, we have the Five of Cups here, which accommodates the Eight of Cups, which talks about a lingering situation that's been heavy on your mind, that's affected your mobility, that's affected, well, you're going to walk away from it. At some point, you're going to get up, but giddy up and walk away from it. And like I said, since I'm filming this in November, it's very heavy and prevalent right now because you might be within the middle of it. But at some point, you come out with your Queen of Wands, with your black cat and your staff, and you stop the cycle. You stop the structure, whether you've met them in business, you stop the business meeting, whether you've had a friendship with them for a long time. Sorry, guys. Let me see if I can get this to focus. So the Hierophant matches with the Wands. You stop the flow. It is a stop. The Hierophant, you are heavily passionate about yourself, about maintaining your pride, your ego, yourself. your dignity, pardon me, but your dignity, and you will stop this. Whatever it is, it looks like you're 100% no, and I don't even think it's really you, honestly. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think it's necessarily you that stops, but we do have a King of Cups here and a Queen of Wands here, and the King of Cups is definitely not your energy. So let me dig into this really quick, and we can take a further look at it. Okay, so the start of this, let me clarify with the spellcasters. Alright, please show me for Cancer. Please clarify for what's pertaining to this deck. Oh. Seeing a little bit of rough stuff on the bottoms. Okay, please show me for Cancer for December for what pertains to this spread. Show me for Cancer. It could also be you've been heavily in, I see a lot of dream states. I see a lot of daydreaming happening here. I see you maybe replaying situations, maybe making the person out to be a King of Cups. Maybe that was your perception of the situation, and so you're having a hard time actually analyzing it for what it is because he looks so King of Cupsy, which would be a emotional, a family man. It would be a emotionally control. It would be an emotionally mature, masculine energy. One that can play an emotion and still come out without getting toxic or overly passionate. Please show me for Cancer for this first spread, which is, what do we have to clarify here? Okay. Yeah, so we have out here the Lovers, Temperance, and the Eight of Wands to clarify on this first little thing that we had out here, which was the Eight of Wands and the Moon. So the illusion is the Lovers. The illusion of the situation is the Lovers, Temperance in reverse, and the Eight of Wands, which is like a block card. So in this, it's speaking that right now you are in that position of the Lovers, but ultimately Temperance is coming in, and Temperance is what talks about, let me see if I can get this to focus. Look at the way that they're pouring the cup from one to the other. That's Hermes, so this can also be a Mercury card because we are dealing with Mercury retrograde still happening. So this could have been a relationship that just recapped again, that you're like, oh man, this could be it, but now you're in it and you're realizing that this is probably not it because you are lacking the balance and the foundation of these cups. So if you look on there too, Hermes, as you see the circles on there, which is usually related to air, so communication. So something's happening here with communication and lack of balance. And then we've got the Eight of Wands that comes in that says no, because it backs up the Temperance and the Lovers. And since we have two major arcana out here, it talks about a lesson that has to be made. And it looks to me like I said, it looks to me like if you had it your way, Cancer, you would still be emotionally attached to this person. No shame there, no judgment there, but, sometimes that's not for the best. Okay, so I already shuffled. They don't want me to shuffle again. Alright, show me here for this other energy here, which is the Nine of Swords in reverse and the King of Cups. Oh. Show me again for this other energy. Clarify on this energy, please. Yeah. Well then. Alright. So when we're clarifying on this other energy here, which is the Nine of Wands and the King of Cups, which is this other energy that you've been focused on. And I thought it could be business, but it's very specific to look romantic. We have here the World, which is a cycle. We are in Mercury retrograde again. I don't know if we will be in December, but like I said, I filmed this in November, so I am just pulling out what is going to happen. I should post this now, but, sometimes it's better to let things happen the way they're going to happen. The next one we got out is the Tower in reverse, which isn't as bad as if you get the Tower upright, but you have an ending here, so you have another ending here, and then, oh, guess what? We got the Wheel of Fortune. So you got another ending here. We got 3 endings here, but it looks like a karmic ending. A karmic, a divine, a pathway. It looks like it's a wheel was supposed to turn. It also looks like, I'm not going to lie to you, you and this other person kind of created your bed. I don't know what you've done in your past to make the karma this way, but it looks as if karma is getting repaid. And it could have just been a contract you signed a long time ago, before your earthly body was born, whatever you believe in, or whatever deity or whatever you believe in. But it does look like this has been in a long lesson, because we had the whale, we have the stingray, and we have the bee, which is like sweet stings. All right, so let's take a look at this Page of Cups and this Six of Cups. Please show me for the Page of Cups and the Six of Cups. Oh, so at this time in December, whenever this video comes to you, you will be dealing with a Ten of Swords, a Knight of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. You are going to be dealing with a feeling of betrayal. Of, shoot, I just invested again into this situation. Please focus. Please focus. I just invested into this situation again, just to have the wolves watch my back, which are your spirit guides. The wolves and all these cards are your spirit guides. So they're there to help you. They're there to make sure that the other wolves that are out there don't eat you. But you do have a lot of swords in your back. And it does look like what's prevalent to me right now is it looks like you have a sword in your hand, which means that this probably had to do with an argument or a fight regarding communication or suppressing of emotions. And it looks like it happens quick. Whether it be an argument or whatever it is, this dude's riding like a bull, and it's all like snotty and stuff, and has a bit in its mouth. So, and look at, that's anger. So these are fighting words. And then here you are, just tending to whatever's left of the garden. So, it looks like something gets twisted. I don't want to say this quickly, or, you know, I don't want to necessarily assume the worst, but it does look like it has to do with memories of somebody else, whether that be on your end or his end or her end or their end or whatever person or energy you're dealing with. It looks like maybe it doesn't look to me like it's honest. It looks to me like it's more rough. I'm getting the feeling like it's such a silly thing that just ends it. It's looking to me like it's like a lack of faithfulness or like loyalty, something so catching off guard, like I've invested into you and you're just going to like up and message that person or up and go to that area, or something minor that just blows the gasket. All right, let's look here for the next little situation here. Show me here for the Four of Swords and the Sun. For Cancer, please. Oh, man. Is there anything else in there? Oh, man. Okay. Now, during this, the only thing that you're maintaining, that you're going to get out of this, is the Knight of Pentacles. You're coming in and saying, you know what? Whether with or without you, I'm going to maintain my stability. I'm going to come in, I'm going to collect the acorns, I am going to ride the squirrel into this tree, I'm going to get ready for winter, I am still going to prepare for whatever I need to do for myself. But it's interesting because I noticed that this is tying, the Devil came out right after, so we got this. So you may be feeling like, come on. So you may be feeling, oh, here we are. You may be feeling quite situationally like a warrior upright in your pentacles. And this could also be a person, but this is your energy nonetheless. It's not a person right now. But then we come over here to this Devil right after, which is so odd to me because you have the independence, the strength, and the passion to go forward in the situation that you're in, to have structure and foundation. But yet the Devil is attached to the Nine of Pentacles, which talks about independence, but it's in reverse. So for some reason, doing this and being completely, you know, whatever, being completely foundationally structured doesn't actually make you feel independent. Maybe you put your dependence too much on being codependent, and that would be why the Devil would show up here, because the Devil talks about codependence or bounds or restrictions. So by you being independent, you're actually feeling less independent, Cancer. So by doing things yourself, it's not the actual independent feeling you want. So it makes me wonder if your independence is actually like linked to a couple or a commitment situation. And that's something that you have to find in yourself. But we do have the Sun card here, and I'm going to specifically clarify on that card because I'm wondering where this comes up. Please show me on the Sun for Cancer for the month of December for what this pertains to. Please show me for Cancer. Oh, whoa, whoa. Okay, so like I said, so the sun is still shining. You do still have your independence. Yes, your heart hurts. And yes, you followed your intuition, but no, you don't feel like you're moving. Cancer, you crack me up. So first and foremost out here, we got the Ten of Pentacles, which talks about, you know, you do have everything together. You're less reliable. Usually it comes with another person, but it's very clear that you have decided that you're getting your independence with or without a man or a woman or whoever. You're willing to have this heartbreak and walk around with it because your intuition told you either way, you got to do this, and you followed it. So you are moving, but it's not necessarily as fast or as pleasant as you would have liked it to be. And that's what happens with lessons. I mean, we all have been through there. We know what that feels like. It's not necessarily like we like to move, but sometimes we need to. Please clarify on the Devil in reverse here for the... Oh, and we got the Page of Pentacles here. Same thing that I said prior, so I'm just repeating myself, Cancer. You have everything, but you still do not feel your ideal situation to be independent is with somebody. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Because again, here we got the Devil and the High Priestess. Next out, to clarify that, came the Page of Pentacles, the Fool in reverse, and the Strength. So you have a friend, you have the support, you have a family member, you have what you need to get through this. You're only feeling like you can't jump off this cliff. You're only feeling like you don't have the strength. You have all the strength here to get out of this weird situation that you're in, this funk that you're in. You have it all. You're foundationally sound. Like, you are sound enough to be able to get out of this. You were just dependent on somebody emotionally, which ultimately does look like it comes to an end in December. I'm sorry, I'm only posting this in December. I wish I could save you in November. But let's go for the last and final, which is what the universe and the overall energy of this reading is. And then I will pull you one advice card. And then, Cancer, I guess I will just see how you fare. But let's look out for the final. Let me pull another deck to clarify on it. I don't like to mix decks. I like honest answers. Alright, so show me right now for Cancer for the last and final spread. Show me what pertains to Cancer for December and how I can better help Cancer prepare for what's ahead. Please show me for 5 of Cups. For Cancer. The decision to follow your gut ultimately puts you in a position of nurturing understanding. It is the best choice. Your choice to walk away regardless of how bad it hurts. Because we've got here the Two of Swords. We've got here the High Priestess in reverse, which is like, I didn't actually want to follow my gut, but here we are on the in-between world, and it's the right thing to do. We've got here the Empress, which talks about abundance. It's about creation. It's about doing the right thing for your family or for your foundation or for whatever it is that you work off of. Puts you in a position of knowing yourself and reminding yourself of your spiritual growth, what's important, and where you need to go from there. And this clarifies the 5 of Cups, but it also clarifies the Endeavor entirely, because there's 4 cards that clarify 4 cards. And I'm going to pull one more. Is that all for Cancer on this spread? Please show. Oh, nope. That's beautiful. December will be about working quietly and humbly on your rebirth. So we have here the Humble Workings card. Oh, wait, that's this one. The Humble's Working card, which is working exhaustingly. And not necessarily beautifully, but exhaustingly, into the Death card, which talks about, in reverse, is a new understanding of yourself, of a situation, of a transformation, of whatever is going on to transform in your life. So that's big. Those are big things. The next I'm going to, so I gotta lick my fingers like the cashiers at the grocery store. We're going to give you a spirit animal oracle deck. This one's one of my favorites. It's like a loyal dog to me. It always seems to give me exactly what I need at the time that I need it. It's also by Colette Baron. I will have the link below. But Cancer, let's see what we can get for you. What's ahead? Okay, please show me for Cancer, for what pertains to them, some advice we can give them for December. Please show me for Cancer. Show me for Cancer. Is that it? Yep. Some bug flying around. I don't know if you saw it. Alright. So we have Trust in Magic with the number 6 here, which is usually 6s, and my intuition usually talks about the balance before the chaos. So, and that's what you would be in the November. It also is Trust in Magic. So, trust in your intuition. We kept on getting, hello, there we are. Can we focus? There we go. So it kept on talking about trusting your intuition. So I think you already know what is happening. I'm pretty sure that you have an idea of what's happening. We have the number 1 breaking down to the master number, which could possibly be a restart. And it says the abundant universe will provide. You already know you have stability. For some reason, throughout this entire thing, your emotional stability has nothing to do with your physical stability, which is actually great. That's ideal. And there's always enough. And I want to add on, and this number breaks down to a 6, which is the same thing as the first one. There's always enough, but for this card particularly, if you're talking about romance, I'm just gonna say it. There's always plenty of fish in the sea. I think that's what there's plenty of fish in the sea. I'm not very good at those. But this is Koi Spirit, and I just want you to remember all of these, because these will be your nature protectors for the month of December. You got the koi fish, the buffalo, and the white raven spirit, I believe. I believe that's what it was, white raven. White raven can also be black raven. If you see raven, just either way they pertain to you. And Cancer, I hope you got something out of this, and I hope you fare well, and I hope you get to join me again for another reading, and I hope you really get something out of this, because it looks like you're going through a rough time. So, bye, Cancer.